What's up, everyone? This is Big Dunk, and if you can't hear right now, my throat is really messed up. I think I have a cold or like some sort of congestion, so there's gonna be no smoke in this video. I haven't smoked since Sunday, I think it was, and I'm not gonna smoke for another few days until this all clears up. I just don't want to mess anything up more. But I thought, why not just come back and kind of resurrect a little series that I started a bit ago, which is the DunkTales. Now, honestly, I probably should be doing some studying for my accounting exam, but I already did like 2 hours of that, did some notes and stuff, so I think it should be fine for me to just sit down and get some stories out for you guys real quick, and I hope you guys enjoy. But before I do start getting it, I only have two stories today. It's not going to be anything too long. Let me know, do you guys like it where it's like this, just the camera right here, I'm just talking to it, or do you want me to like put the camera up in like the top corner and then have some gameplay? I could put some League, I could put some zombies, some whatever. Let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm still trying to figure out how to do these story style videos, and that's why I kind of haven't come back to it since I don't even remember when the first Dunktail was posted. Um, but yeah, let's get right into it. And today we're talking about some street cards. We got some suspect cards we're talking about. So for those of you guys who don't know, my first video on this channel was me talking about the dopest pens. And I mainly made that video because even though I was like, oh, people aren't gonna watch this, like who the fuck's gonna want to watch me? Clearly I was wrong because you guys are right here with me. Um, but I really made that because I just wanted to like, if I could get at least one person to stop smoking street cards, switch to something safer, I made my mission. But so yeah, this first story is from like real into the cartdemic. This is, I want to say it's either freshman or sophomore year, so 2019 or 2020. And yeah, I got some. Just remembering it is crazy. So pretty much, I knew a friend who, he had some cards. I don't know how the hell he was getting them. I don't know where he was getting them from. He didn't tell me. And I didn't really ask him. We weren't that close, but we knew each other like that. We'd talk. We had some classes together. Um, and I knew that he had carts because my one friend who like I first smoked with, he was closer to him. He would sometimes get stuff from him. So I remember one time, I didn't really have a job at this point. I didn't really have like allowance. Um, so I couldn't really be copying carts like that. So when I finally did get enough money to get a cart, I ran straight to him. I'm like, yo, like, what do you got? I have $30 to my name. Hook me up. And he's like, oh, I got you. And he pulls out a few carts of the selection, and it's these goddamn cereal carts. Now, looking back at it, I probably shouldn't have bought any. But me being the fucking stupid freshman I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the Count Chocula one. So there should be a picture on the screen right now. But yeah, I was chiefing the chalk for a bit. So, and this was back in a time where we didn't know about like the vitamin E. There wasn't really fentanyl going around and stuff. So it's not like that risky. At worst, I'm just getting some shitty distillate or like hot dog water. But I get it. First thing I do, I remember I'm walking, this is before school. Like I walk to his house and then I walk to school and I do the tilt test. That was the only thing we had back in 2019. It was the tilt test. If you tilt it and the bubble did instantly rise, like, yeah, that's some oil. So yeah, I did that. I didn't smoke it throughout the day because I didn't have my battery on me for some reason. I don't know why I left that at home when I was buying a cart. So I get home from school. I screw that bad boy on and I just start chiefing. And oh my God, like looking back on it now, I don't even know what the fuck I was smoking on, but the amount of artificial terpenes I got, like that, it genuinely kind of tasted like Count Chocula, the cereal. I don't know if you guys have ever had it. It's a pretty goated cereal. It's like a chocolate version of Lucky Charms, I guess. It's got the little marshmallows in it. But I mean, man. And I mean, I never had like my lungs didn't collapse. I'm still alive. Like this whole sore throat thing is not from that. I would have been. Damn, what? This is the first time I've had this problem where my computer just shuts off while recording. The last few videos I made sitting here, it didn't happen. So I guess I'm just gonna have to jiggle my mouse every so often. Sorry if you hear that. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that probably took like 5 years off my life. Probably, fucked up some of my bronchioles. But it tasted good. Ish. Ish. I don't even really remember the taste. I just know it tasted chocolatey. And I was like, oh, damn, that's so cool. And then, like, as I progressively learn more about carts, I'm like, dude, what the fuck did I do? So yeah, that's the first story really, and I'm sorry if my storytelling is all over the place. That's kind of how my brain is. I just kind of like jump around. I remember stuff. I don't remember stuff. So yeah, but the second story, it is more recent, and it is something I remember, and it is kind of what kind of made me think about this video topic. Um, and that is the time where in my senior year of high school, so this was 2022, actually my last week of senior year, I had gotten COVID. So, can't go to school. And it sucked because, like, yeah, normally you get sick and you get to stay home. You're like, oh, fuck yeah. But this is my last week of senior year. There was, like, no actual instruction. It was literally just show up, rip carts with the homies, and chill. So, I mean, that was what it was going to be. But it didn't turn out being that. But I sold some carts. And the carts I was smoking at the time, I missed the price. I don't miss the carts. I'll say that much. Is I was getting these honeycomb clears. There should be a picture on the screen. I feel like a lot, at least in my area, so many of the like shady ass plugs, the people that you probably don't want to be doing business with, they always had the bundles of these things, rubber banded up. But there's this one guy who, my friends who I'd smoke with at lunch, they all got from. So I'm like, you know what? We'll trust it. And it was $20 a cart. I really miss those prices. Um, but yeah, so I had a cactus cooler honeycomb clear, and pretty much what I did. So I had COVID. Um, I didn't really feel that sick. I just kind of had like a headache for the first 2 days. I felt a little under the weather, and that was fine. So I'm like, okay, well, surely I can smoke. Like I'm sitting at home, I don't got nothing to do. So for the last week of my senior year, pretty much, instead of being at school, because I had COVID, I was just sitting home, chiefing a cart, and I played Borderlands 3 for like 8 hours a day. It was something absurd. Me and my friend, we started playing it because it was free on Epic like a little bit ago. We got our characters up to like level 15, level 20. By the time that week finished and I was COVID free, I had maxed out my character level and I beat the game in both normal and true Vault Hunter mode. Um, so yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of brain power. Well, I mean, I guess you have to use your brain to play Borderlands, but I don't know what I was doing with those carts. And I even had one of those carts, after I ended up. What the fuck am I trying to say? I'm not even high, and I'm stumbling on words like that. Um, so after I got free of COVID, and I go back to hang out with my friends. I'm in one of my friends' cars, and I'm like, "Yo, can I rip this?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's just roll the window down." I rip it, and he's like, "Yo, that smells like pure pesticides." And honestly, it did. But the thing is that when I had COVID, I couldn't really smell. Like, I don't know why I could still taste. Like, I could eat food and I'd still taste it. But, like, I literally noticed, and how I learned I couldn't smell is when I was going to go put deodorant on. And I'm like, wait, I remember to put it on. And I'm like, no, it doesn't smell like it. So I go to do it, and I'm like, wait, it's already moist. I smell this stick, and I can't smell anything. So yeah, I was probably smoking some questionable oil. But yeah, those are some of my street card adventures. I guess I don't really have anything too crazy. Like I haven't smoked a cart that was like genuinely like fucked me up, like pesticide wise. I know a few friends who, they've gotten some very weird stuff and they were like having tremors and shit from carts. Like that shit's scary. So, moral of the story, even though I'm talking about like how, oh my God, it was so much fun, like don't do it. This is all stuff, just looking back in my life. I want to kind of bestow some knowledge, let you guys know a little bit more about me, because I only started this YouTube stuff like less than a year ago. I've been smoking since it's like 5 years now. So there's definitely a lot more stories I could tell. If you guys want to hear some, let me know what type of story you want to hear next. Um, but yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna give my voice a little break. I'm gonna stop talking. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you maybe learned something, don't smoke street carts, especially don't smoke the Count Chocula cart. I'd maybe trust honeycombs if you know who you're getting them from, you know where they're getting them from and all that shit, but not the Count Chocula. That's about it though. Hope you guys enjoyed. I love you. Appreciate you. Stay safe. Big Dunk out. Peace.